vendor base is also the policy that if they're chronically over budget, chronically behind time, then we don't do business with you, but we're going to be more difficult to work with.
And that was the main reason why I did this. I'm told that I'm going to the board right time. You were supposed to be by, not knowing this a little bit more premature because we're getting near the end of the project, not understanding. And this project's been going on before, I got here. So I truly understand your concern, and it is mine too, and we're addressing it.
That's why we're trying to
I also think it's going to help keeping vendors on this, because I think initially a vendor may bid very low, but they know they're going to hit us with change orders, and it's going to extend the timeline, but it's also going to extend the cost. So by us keeping that pressure on and making sure that everyone's aware, because we'll always keep these updates in the capital update section of the board packet. So this way you guys will always be aware of projects going on, even if they don't meet board threshold levels. But by us articulating that to our vendors, I think it's keeping the pressure back on them to make sure, hey, I'm giving them what it's actually going to cost. I mean, things happen, right? But I think it'll stop the excessive change orders.
Yeah. And last way to skin it, I think up to you guys, you want to use you're on the monitor vendors list now. So everything that you do has to go through the board. Are you sure you want to hit us with this change order? Right? Like that kind of.
So I appreciate that. Thank you.
to the residents at home and their sites, so they're scheduling those right now, and then we're also looking to obtain office space for all of them. So
on site or off site?
On site. So we're really excited about moving forward with them. They're going to be a great partner with us in resident service and getting things done at the sites. Second, home ownership. That's our biggest thing going right now. We have 3 that are actually, the one did not close last week like we thought, but they'll be closed by the end of the month. So we'll have 3 homeowners collectively. So we have a new one under contract as of yesterday. So they're in the process of now getting ready to go to closing. So that'll take us up to 4 homeowners. We have 4 still pre-approved and they're out there shopping. We have now crossed over the 200 line for those that are interested in the program. There's 210 interested, 127 assessed and enrolled, and about 139 now enrolled in FSS. So we're moving FSS and homeownership along together, progressing together. That's our update, right?
Nice, thank you. That's historically multiples and multiples and multiples around here. So please keep on that trend. Thank you so much. Yeah.
More interactive real-time data versus running stale reports, working off of that, because that's what we're doing now. And then doing the update the next week, it's like real-time data. So that is going live soon. We just postponed it a week because, make sure everybody's trained, everybody's comfortable with it. But
the system is already live. What we are doing right now, we are putting out the iPads for the new staff, and we're doing this one-to-one session. We have 4 left. We already have given everybody new iPads, new iPhones, and 4 more left that we're supposed to be done today. And then we are waiting almost on a daily basis to make sure that everything is working at least for the next 15 months. So that will be more. I see there is some technology gap, but hopefully we'll support them to a point where they feel comfortable to start utilizing those technology to make it more effective way.
There's a lot of changes going on, a lot of rebuilding, a lot of trying to maintain. And I just think the team is doing a good job of we haven't killed each other. Just to be quite honest, it's been a lot going on. But I will say, pictures and loading stuff into Yardi, having more due diligence with that so that when we do go to talk to our residents who may be not in compliance, having that physical evidence, having those write-ups right in the system is what's critical. And I think in the past I've heard DAC.
That's thanks very much. Thank you. So then, procurement. Not too much to report.
I'm staffing up so that I can cover the majority of the sites in productive this year. Youth bill. Oh, youth bill. And then youth bill. The audit. Earlier, the audit closed. Yeah, it's closed. The 3 findings are all resolved, and we're just really moving forward. Our former grant manager has been very successful in helping us The first grant was a little harder. It was our first time, but we got through it. We're getting through it. But this next one that we're already working on, the second grant we were awarded, is flowing smooth, aggressively.
Can you just a little bit of details about youth build, just 1 minute or less?
Sure. So
It's a generational
of
law.
course, Youth Build, Youth Build is a program for 16 to 24-year-olds, but we concentrate on 18 to 24. And it's for DHC and Detroit metropolitan area participants can enroll in this skill trade program. We offer construction as the base, and then we have what they call construction plus opportunities. So we have a maintenance tech training program, restaurant management, and information technology, so IT. We're adding on phlebotomist technicians and call center agents. And so with that, they're able to get skilled trades and get jobs and increase their income. And a lot of them want to be entrepreneurs, so we have that as part of training as well. And then just be able to help them purchase homes. So everything that we do workforce development wise is leading to.
Nice.
And they get.
So, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, my name is Zachary Rowe. I'm the Executive Director of Friends of Parkside. Friends of Parkside is a resident-led organization founded in 1991 by residents for residents. And I would like to give a shout out to all the Parkside residents and Friends of Parkside board members that was able to join my Zoom today. Since the March GAC Commissioners meeting, we have continued the following activities. For senior programs, we have continued our weekly bingo, our floor design classes, painting classes, computer classes, and our monthly senior food delivery. For our youth program, we have continued our Bright Futures After School program, which include homework assistant, basic computer training, snacks, and physical activity. We currently have 4 work-study students from Wayne County working with us, assisting with after school program and other programs. Also, we received grants from the MSU Extension to launch an intergenerational garden program for children and seniors. And also we received a grant from the city of Detroit for our Bright Futures youth program, Let's Play, allowing us to provide recreational, educational, leisure activities for kids, including field trips. For the Parkside Checkup, we continue our weekly computer classes on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, along with open lab hours. We maintain our partnership with Nest Institute Child Care Center, providing children ages 3 to 5 access to the checkup, and the little ones are really enjoying themselves. We're currently developing the Parkside Checkup calendars for June and July. Based on resident feedback, we plan to introduce evening classes and new sessions around artificial intelligence or AI. For special events, we are planning our 16th annual Parkside Health, Safety, and Job Fair for July 16th. Stellantis has signed on as one of our sponsors. In closing remarks, as always, I want to thank the DHC commissioners and staff for your continued effort to ensure safe living environments and to preserve quality for housing for low-income families. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Do we have anyone online? Okay. Thank you. Then we'll move on to commissioner comments. Any commissioner comments? We reached 12 months under our new leadership, starting with Irene as interim and then adding Arthur, I think in August, September. Yep, and then the goal was to turn things around. We were having some pretty bad conversations, a little more than a year ago, and it felt like we were going in the wrong direction. And so, this movement to positive conversations about how we can expand things is huge. I want to thank the staff and the leadership for what they did to really take a deep dive in every section and remove barriers and to people being able to do their job well. It's been huge to see the difference in the tenor. One of the things that you all did, particularly in specific items, was to bring it to the board to give us an understanding of how we can make it easier for you to make it easier, right? And so I want to encourage that. Like as we do things like the resident services where we're just taking off, right? And a program that languished for 20 years or something is now being used to have this huge impact. and wherever we can be helpful, whether it's directly or through connecting people, please do so. This has been great getting stabilized. I know it was a lot of stress and for all involved, and you know, it's everything uses this term corporate hygiene, which this sounds like no big deal, but it's, you know, it's cleaning all the barriers, getting rid of everything so that you can hold people accountable, and you can deeply understand your business and be able to relate it to the board. And so it's please let us know where we can be helpful. It's the opposite side of us yelling a year ago is us saying, "Hey, please let us know. We want to provide you with anything you need to launch up." And so thank you very much to all the staff and all the hard work, and to leadership, and we greatly appreciate it and notice the difference.
So Narrow, I think, really kind of exemplified all of the work that we're doing. And I know amongst us leaders in the departments that we were able to just sit down with each other, kind of talk about the different things that we're all going through, and then collectively working things out. Collectively, Felicia or Tyler, somebody giving me ideas on resident services, or us offering ideas on how to help each other. That's collaboration, that's partnership, and that's teamwork. And I just really want to say thank you all for being the leaders that have helped us and guided us into that.
Thank you.
Definitely echo that as well. I mean, just to have the encouragement to attend these meetings, and this was one of the best meetings we've ever attended, honestly, and there was a lot of people that came, probably close to 30 from our organization, and we all benefited, every single one of us, and the bus tour was amazing. There was it was flawed in my opinion. It was really good, and I also echo your statement. I appreciate the whole team, the leadership, and all the departments and the support that we get, because it takes a team. You know, I'm a sports fan, so can't have a good quarterback if you don't have a good receiver.
And thank you for organizing the conference. We put Luke through a lot. So thank you, Luke.
No, it was fun.
And that first.
It's fun. I love organizing, so it's fun.
Listen, I would just like to say thank you on behalf of the whole team for those kind words from all the commissioners. I also want to say, my partner in crime here, every time I thank you for your commitment, because you were doing it when it was hard to do. Hopefully, we're moving the obstacles out of the way every day for you and for the team that we put together. Extremely, when I hear people say these things, I know the momentum to get them to happen started with you.
It started with the people who were here. So I appreciate that, but the Ernest and Edric and all the individuals, Miss Minnie and Robbie and Emily and Sheree, I just want to make sure, you feel like you're on the stage and you got to give everybody kudos. But more importantly, it was this board. You guys got to give yourself kudos, because you were facing some rough stuff, and the organization wasn't producing, and it was almost an embarrassment, but now he was like, "What you need to help?" But you stuck in there, and I hope, you continue to stick in here, because the soup is getting better and better.
Now, I do want to say this. Listen, if you're not satisfied, I think if you go to any one of the leaders on this team and you say, "Are we doing everything we can do? Are we there yet?"
No.
Not a single person on the team thinks that we're doing everything we can. But we have got to recognize improvement, because that's how you build, right, is on the basis of things that have happened. So let's, I would love to, for some of people who are concerned about, as they should be, about where public housing is going, to see the way this team is working, and the fact that we get it. We're not satisfied, and we're going to keep pushing.
So we encourage you all, we were talking about some of it over lunch, submit proposals to take new chances to solve real problems that people are solving. You know, even if it's tangential to our direct operation, but within our mission. And so, you know, it's I think, you know, that's what we're trying to shoot with pushing on the development department. We, you know, we have to do that with the Tyler project, and we had a bad launch a few years ago with that. But the mission still holds that there's so much Detroit development isn't the big sexy buildings, it's the small buildings that make up 60% of the community with the single family housing, right? And so that's where, although it won't be a large splash, it will make all the difference in repairing the fabric and kind of figuring that out. And then they can buy a home because we're finally using you know, and we'll get recertified, and then the capital improvements as we expand that and figure out how to mesh that into all of our different sections such that we are our contractor, right? So it's
that meeting this week.
right.
Again, we've been talking to our long tenured staff about how they can get more involved. Well, more time to talk about that later. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, absolutely no. That's what we want to hear because, you know, Detroit Housing Commission as an organization and a financial entity in the city is, you know, a juggernaut. It's one of the biggest real estate companies in the city. And so when we are stagnant, people notice it. Like, look at that dinosaur laying down. And when we're not, they start smashing things. Right. We make a huge difference. And so, you know, let us know how to help you all do whatever you know, you guys see as being your ideal that you would love to do.
Can I have one last note that just as we go out? I think something we learned when we sat down with our some of our longest tenured staff members, especially people who were interacting with tenants every day and been with us for a long time. The thing that really they left me with was these team members are really proud of their work. They're proud. They want to be part of something great, and when they feel like we're not getting there, they're going to push. We're very clear about pushing. But what I have enjoyed the most is watching people's pride in what they're doing, and the fact that as we get better, it's something they take ownership of and know the value of. So we began to hear that in the meetings that the team put together about that, in not just a kind of organizational, but in a very personal way. So because I think when you feel proud of something, you fight for getting it to be better, and that was what I was hearing. And
I think that's been their consistent message since I've been here. It's just that they quote unquote didn't have the tools to succeed. So the union contract was the biggest, going over that huddle, and the board approving the increases in that, and then giving them tools that they needed. And then now they see direction with the capital team, and they see, hey, you're not taking our work away. We got this whole portfolio to do. You guys are only asking for 150. You only had 30 in the pipeline. We still have X amount to do. So they see that the Calvary has arrived. That's the difference. The Calvary is here now.
So the proud you fight for things. We're doing that. That's what we're going to do together.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
All right. Any other?
We can adjourn, right?
This is my long-winded thing.
Motion to adjourn.
Yeah. All in favor? Thank you. We are.